Hi, Chris. This is Teresa. I received your request. You wanted to do a no contact and separation reading in regards to the connection with you and Cheyenne. Before we get started, I want to let you know that tarot is all about connection, reflection, awareness, and action. So when you do get a reading, it is for the specific current energy at this point in your life. Although tarot does reflect the likely outcome, it's not 100% accurate. That's just because energy can shift and change based on what you do, based on what the other party involved does. Everybody does have free will. With that being said, first thing I want to do is pull a couple cards for your energy, a couple cards for Cheyenne's energy. Then we're going to get into this reading. This is a no contact and separation reading. So we're going to look at her feelings, her intentions, her next actions or moves towards you. We'll do some clarifying and then I will give you some advice. If you are interested in doing a more in-depth reading, I do offer you versus them, where we look at both of your energies, not just her. We look at the short and the long-term intentions, the hopes, fears, desires, the obstacles and challenges, and the most likely outcome between the two of you in the next 30 days. If you do decide you want to do the more in-depth reading or any other reading on my website, I do offer a $10 discount if you want to purchase in the next 24 hours. You do need to pay through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. My website does not offer the $10 discount. I'll put the information down below if it's something you're interested in. Okay, so you met in September. It was a strong connection, soulmate stuff. The communication, there were communication issues and you're in no contact currently. You want to know if you're going to make it through this and you can't see your life without her. So let's find out. What is Chris's energy? No contact and separation with Cheyenne. What is Chris's energy? Okay, so you're wondering if she did love bomb you, if she told you that there was actual potential with the two of you, or if there was actually going to be something more long term. You definitely maybe have been having dreams about her, potentially feeling like maybe she was your dream person. Let's see what Cheyenne's energy, no contact and separation with Chris at this time. What is Cheyenne's energy at this time? No contact and separation with Chris. Okay, so she is curious about what you are doing, what you're up to. She does miss you. So if you're wondering, does she miss you? She does, but she is a little bit confused about something. So we're going to find out what that something potentially is. We're going to look at her feelings, her intentions, her next actions or moves. We'll do some clarifying and I'll give you some advice. When it comes to the no contact and separation between Chris and Cheyenne, what is Cheyenne's feelings? What are her intentions? What are her next actions or moves towards Chris? 3 shuffles. All right, what is her feelings at this time? We've got the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. You know, right now, because of all the fighting, all the issues, she can't get past that. The communication has blocked, and she feels like for right now, maybe she should seek a connection elsewhere. There is somebody that she is potentially connecting with that is from her past, could be something she has kids with. There is definitely a rekindling energy that she has that she's trying to figure out, should I open myself up to somebody else or should I try to return? So she's trying to figure out what she wants to do here in the near future. She feels very nostalgic about you. That's why she's probably missing you, but there is a confusion because she is connecting with somebody from her past. So let's clarify what this energy is. Tell me about her feelings. Why does she feel like she needs to play the field or connect with another individual? Why is she in this energy of waiting and confusion? Clarify this Ace of Cups. Okay, so she does have feelings and emotions for you, but she feels very much emotionally attached to someone else. And that is making her feel that maybe something isn't meant to be between the two of you. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. She's very nostalgic, thinking about the past with you, but also the history she has with someone else, potentially someone she has a child with. Okay, so she has a lot of influence over her with this other person. This could even be like a family friend. This could be somebody that's a confidant, somebody that she goes to and has a close bond with. This person is telling her potentially maybe there's not a future between the two of you. Maybe she has contacted this person and said, you know what? Me and Chris have a lot of issues. We can't get along. All we do is fight. And I don't know if I keep doing this. There's definitely an emotional attachment that this other person she has. She trusts their opinion. Tell me about the 3 of Wands, because she's kind of waiting to make a decision about what it is that she wants. Okay, so she's definitely asserting herself with not coming towards you right now. She's not initiating contact because because she feels a negative attachment with the circumstances. Could be the way she parted. Maybe she didn't give you closure. Maybe she didn't give you an opportunity to redeem the connection at that moment. There's something about her feeling comfortable with just waiting and seeing how she feels here in the near future. Let's see what her intentions are at this time. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. And Five of Pentacles. You know, right now, her intentions is to be practical. And even though she may miss you, and even though she may have feelings and emotions for you, she's trying to be practical, that she feels there's a sense of loss when it comes to the connection between the two of you. Even if she has feelings and emotions for you, the emotions aren't enough to fix damage that's happened in the relationship. There's something about her focusing too much on traumatic events that have happened between the two of you. And her intentions is to kind of just be practical, thinking, you know what? I don't know that I can see myself long term with this person. Even if I do love this person, even if I do have feelings and emotions for this person, I feel a sense at a loss either way. So clarify why she is in this energy of, you know what, I need to be practical about these emotions and not let them be the deciding factor. Okay. Because there are so many issues. She does not want to have to constantly ask to fix things within the relationship. And that is what is blocking her from actually taking any intention right now. Right now, she's being very cynical, thinking, you know what, there's just too many issues. I just need to abandon the situation, even though I do have feelings for him. Because she does miss you. I could see there's emotion with the King of Cups. However, those emotions are not strong enough for her to feel content with coming back and repeating a cycle with you. So I want to see what her actions are going to be, because she's very cynical about not taking action, feeling it's going to be a rinse and repeat. So let's see what her actions are going to be. Nine of Pentacles. So she's acting like she's okay with being single and independent. She's definitely trying to transition to being single and independent. She could be working more. This breakup is something that she did not plan it. So if you're wondering, did she plan to break up with me? Did she plan to be silent? She didn't plan it. It was something that was unexpected. However, now that it has happened, there's a sense of comfort and peace with having to accept it is what it is in this energy. So it does look like for right now, she's acting like it's not that big of a deal. Even though she does miss you, she does still have emotions for you. She is focusing on her work. Yeah, it looks like her breaking free from this connection is kind of igniting some type of passion and desire. She might be going towards like getting a degree in something. She could be starting a hobby. There's something that she's trying to put her mental focus on away from this connection to kind of distract herself. So it looks like for right now, I don't see her taking action towards you in the current energy. She's very much in introspection mode. She feels like she needs to be reserved because she's critical if she comes back that it's not going to change. It's not going to be any different. Let's see how she sees you. Okay, so she does see that you are somebody that she does have feelings and emotions for. You're also somebody that she could feel a soul connection with. So you guys could be soulmates. It could be a karmic connection where if there's a lot of triggering that's happened between the two of you, you trigger her or she triggers you, or you both do, it could be that there is fears and insecurities below the surface. You know, a karmic connection you don't have to hold on to. They usually happen really quickly and they end abruptly, and they're very triggering because they're forcing one or both individuals to work through whatever fears and insecurity oneself has. So if you feel like she triggered you a lot and started fights, you have to do a self-reflection and ask yourself, why was I so triggered by what she said or what she's done? And vice versa would be her role in working through a karmic energy. But I do see that she sees that you are somebody that she did feel a strong bond with. There was a strong compatibility at one point. There was a strong companionship, but there are bigger obstacles and challenges with the communication. So let's see how she feels about you. I'm hearing she feels like you were supposed to be her happily ever after. Maybe the two of you had talked about potentially having a higher level of commitment. She feels like you guys are not in alignment. You're not on the same page when it comes to the expectations, what was going to be for the long term. Yeah, there's definitely a toxic energy here with that devil. There's almost like a realization that has to happen that sometimes love can be toxic. sometimes relationships, when you love somebody, you love them so much, you have to detach and let them go because they're not healthy for you and they're not healthy for the other party involved. And I feel like that's kind of what this is. The boundaries that she has in place, she feels she has to have in place because of the toxicity maybe she has conserved or has put a lid on for quite some time, but isn't able to let go of. And maybe you feel a little bit the same way, that you've seen the potential in the connection, but it was very triggering. So your question is, will you make it through this? Are you going to make it through this situation? Okay. So first of all, if you are putting yourself in a victim mindset, I need you to get out of the victim mindset. That's going to be your first step. If you're going to make it through, first of all, outside of the victim mentality, releasing that is you have to be confident with the arguments and the fights the two of you had. Were you always on the defense? If you were, then I want you to hold the mirror up to yourself and work through that. Because there is an opportunity, if you can let go of the defensive or the guarded energy on your part, and she can do the same, I do see confidently there could be another opportunity of commitment with the two of you. But if neither one of you are willing to do the work independently, then I don't see that there's going to be a new opportunity. I see it'll be blocked. And it's because you're both going to be in this victim mentality. You feel you can't see her without you in your life. However, you have to understand that it takes two to tango. It takes you and it takes the other person, the divine counterpart, to want to try to work through that. So if you're willing to put in the work, but she's not, there's going to be an imbalance. So show me what's happening here. I'm hearing that song, I'm sorry, I hurt you. So there is a possessive energy of maybe the two of you always do come back to each other and apologize, and then you try to go back. The trust has been compromised because of this rinse and repeat. So I think for right now, you need to hold back. You need to contain yourself. I think you need to do a little bit of inner work for your part. You have to have the ownership on you because you can't control what someone else is doing. So the only thing you can do at this point is focus on you. So let's get you some advice of what you need to do. First thing is you need to surrender that victim mentality, which puts you into a negative mindset. You do have control over your thoughts. And when negative thoughts surface, I want you to say thank you for sharing and refocus with positive affirmations. What do you need to embrace? You need to embrace paying attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that are being given to you, the subtle ones and the ones that cannot be missed. These signs are going to help you see the best move forward in order to live the best life. What do your guides want you to know? Now is the time for you to be a caregiver. We are with you. Spirit has its own way of recognizing when there's care and love that needs to be provided to others, especially when you are the one who could be taking. It's time to give. There's a need for you to give back to others right now. And your life story is like an intricate piece of artwork. Each turn, twist, and evolution of your journey is going to make you your unique self, your beautiful soul, who you are. What might your path look like on paper? If you were to sketch it down and add the representations of everything along the way, everything is going to be like a puzzle piece. And sometimes that's what it takes to look at the bigger picture. There's also something about you could be looking at things from a distorted view or a distorted perspective. So there could be a change in perspective that is needed to view you or the situation with compassion. The root core of pain is often associated with how you may view yourself or the situation from a wounded place. So choosing to heal this brings the broken pieces back together to create a healthy viewpoint. And you're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working to what actually is. And then pay extra close attention to that focus. It's going to actually put you on a path for something truly amazing. Your angel number is 1010. This is an awakening. You could be seeing 1010. It says, I am an awakening to my true purpose. I listen to the whispers of my soul and I follow the path of my highest good. Every moment is an opportunity for a spiritual growth and awakening. So sometimes what happens with karmic connections or even twin flames that are not in alignment, any type of soul connection where there's a divide, it can force you to wake up on a soul level. And that's where you face those fears and insecurities. And I feel like that's what you're about to go through. Your channeled song for this reading is The Sound of Silence by Disturbed. And let's get one animal oracle message. This is the animal spirit will send to you when they are trying to get your attention. You may see the actual animal, the visualization of an animal. You may have see an image of it. So let's see, what is the message that Spirit wants you to know today? What is it you need to know? What do you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good at this time? We have koi fish spirit. There will always be enough, number 36. So let's look at 36 in the guidebook. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of the koi fish is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention. No matter how small your pond may seem, appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity. So begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you with what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is much that you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are. For koi fish spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that outer conditions are going to change to reflect the truth. Your protection messages: are you feeling a sense of scarcity, afraid you will not have enough or not be enough to meet the challenges you face? Whatever your outer conditions are, they are temporary and reflecting what is set forth in the past. Koi fish spirit is your ally in changing those conditions by transforming your inner beliefs about scarcity and plenty. Perhaps you've suffered a loss or are afraid you soon will. Or you will have scraping by and feeling there are simply no opportunities available for you to better your circumstances. Koi fish asks you to find prosperity within you by connecting to Spirit through spiritual practices. Spirit wants to remind you that your natural state is one of abundance. Remember all that you have to offer so that you can generate your own opportunities, love, relationships, and even more. Even if you feel you have very little to give right now, find it within you to give to someone else. Even if it's just a few encouraging words, a smile, or a helping hand. Your action will remind you that you will have more as it appears. More gifts, more strength, more wisdom, and more abundance. As you give to others, your own sense of prosperity grows and your outer conditions begin to shift and an alchemy reaction. Prosperity and love are yours to receive, experience, and enjoy, so you need to believe it. And I think that's why you got that caregiver card also. Okay, that is what I have for you. I do want to thank you for allowing me to read for you. Keep in mind, like I said, energy can shift and change based on what you do, based on what the other party involved does. Everybody does have free will. I do want to wish you the best of luck and have a great day. Bye.